Welcome to How to Sell on Amazon to finally make money online in as little as 90 days. My name is Keith Copeland, and I'm here to tell you about a program I got involved with last year that's been the best thing that I've gotten involved with in my 8 years of marketing. And they're starting to relaunch the program, and you have an opportunity to get involved, and I really think you're going to get a lot of value out of this. So for the next 5 minutes, stick with me, and I'm going to give you an overview and help you make the decision that's best for you. So a little bit about me. I've spent twice as much money on instructional programs as I have actually earning selling stuff. And I've been, as I said, in internet marketing for 8 years, and I've worked thousands of hours creating content, optimizing blog posts, making videos, optimizing those videos, and sitting in front of my computer until I thought my eyeballs would bleed, and still hadn't made enough money to even pay for all the training. I started internet marketing in 2005, just getting my feet wet, and in that year I paid a coach a lot of money, and I paid him for a year and a half. Now I made about half as much money as I paid him before the niche became flooded, and then I lost my position on Google and any chance of making money. So I don't know if you can relate to any of these problems, but if you can, I think you're going to be interested in what we have to talk about now with this new program. You see, I found this How to Sell on Amazon training. I joined it, I went through the training, which by the way is the most direct and clear training I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot. And I quickly started leveraging what I learned late last year because it was such a good program, delivered so clearly and concisely that it's actionable immediately. And I made more money in 1 month than I had made in years dinking around with the latest shiny object trainings and techniques. And when you get those, they're obsolete by the time you buy the program anyway. Imagine knowing exactly where your buyers are, not just the curious, but the buyers. What if you could know exactly what they want? What if you could find someone else to do the hard work of producing exactly what they want? Do you think you could make money online? Of course. And this course is opening up for a limited time. In fact, it may be closed by the time you see this. So, if you're like me, you need to stop beating your head against a constantly changing brick wall. If you're trying to do SEO and some things like this, it just changes all the time. This is going to be a solid opportunity in Amazon. And you could be doing a lot less work and making a lot more money. So let's talk about how much is sold on Amazon. This graph looks at 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2013, and it is in the billions of dollar scales. So in 2009, annual revenues for Amazon was $24.5 billion. The next year in 2010, it went up almost 50% to $34 billion. In 2011, the next year, it went up by 30% to $48 billion. The next year, $61 billion, and last year, $74.5 billion in 1 year of revenue just selling stuff. And these are people just like you and me selling stuff on Amazon. $74.5 billion just last year. That's $203,972,602 per day in 2013. How much money was made yesterday on Amazon? How much money will be made tomorrow? I got some of that in my bank account. How much of it will be in your bank account next year? And the best part is, Google does not matter. It doesn't matter about the search results. You don't have to build websites unless you want to. You don't have to spend all day doing SEO unless you want to. And people who have never made any money are killing it in this program. Here's a screenshot of my business 90 days after I launched it. As you can see, in the first 7 days, the previous 7 days was $3,100, but in the 30-day period that we're tracking, $25,000 in 30 days. Now this was day 91 through 120 days, so this was 90 days after I started. $25,000 in 30 days. So in this program, they help all the students be motivated, so you earn badges for each next level of money that you make. As you can see, the top badge earner, that's $1 million monthly revenue. The next person, $500,000 monthly. And the next one is $100,000, $100,000, $50,000. And this, as you can see, this slider bar goes way down. So, and this is for 30 days. When you get on this list, it only lasts for 30 days until you make it to your next milestone. So these are people who are constantly coming in and just earning amazing amounts of money. So now for the legal disclaimer. This is not a get-rich-quick deal. You won't make money unless you actually do some work, and then it's still possible to not make any money at all. Just because I've made money and lots of my other co-students have made money is no guarantee that you're going to make a bunch of money either, or any money at all for that matter. But from my experience, many people who actually get into this program, listen to what you're being told to do, and then actually do it, have replaced their day job incomes, doubled, tripled, or completely eclipsed their old 9-to-5 salaries. Again, you don't have to build websites unless you want to. You don't have to spend all day doing SEO unless you want to. And you have to do minimal backlinking. Again, you have to do some work in this program. And also you get automated tools to promote your sales, and that's included in the program. It's part of the price. So stop beating your head against a constantly changing brick wall when you could start doing a lot less and start making a lot more money. This course is opening for a limited time. In fact, it may be closed by the time you see this. So click the link below and you'll get some more information on this great program. We're going into launch right now, and there's going to be a lot of information coming to you. So you can decide if you want to get on this train or miss it and wave as it takes the rest of us to the lifestyle we have all been dreaming about. So click it now. You have nothing to lose and everything you've ever wanted to gain. So click it now. I'll see you on the inside.